There we go.
Hey!
Hey!
Hola.
2 viewers. Hello there. Welcome to Fortune Favors the Board, where we're actually playing board games today, not video games. So, my name is Raphael. I am your host, and then to my left, I have David. And
Hi.
then I have Chuck coming over here to fix this for us, because he's a nice guy. Speaking of which, thank you Enduring Films for hosting us and putting up with our shit. We were only able to get 2 people today, just me and him, so we're going to be playing a 2-player game, which you, in fact, Dragon Gem, sent us. Thank you again
thank you so much,
for
Dragon
that.
Gem. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And this game, we're probably going to play a couple times because I don't fully remember how to play. And I wanted to get a couple games of this, before playing like this because, get a couple games of this at home so we knew the game a little bit better. However, it was kind of last minute. It just became the 2 of us. So we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna figure this out as we go. I do have a fair amount of knowledge in this game. I used to play this game from like 2006 straight until like 2012.
You were born before then? Wow, you're old.
Yeah, I know. Now these are fresh.
Yeah, straight out of the wrappers.
Oh, of course, Dragon Gem. Yeah, no, I want to make sure that I was actually thinking even if it gets down to just me, I'll probably still jump in and I'll see about playing a single player game. I know I have a couple. You can play single player. Bottom of the Ninth. Oh, that's another game we could have played. Bottom of the Ninth, typically a 2-player game, but there's a 1-player variant, which I have, and I was watching videos online in case it came to this, and so I'm pretty stoked.
Rafa loves playing with himself. He just loves it. He just loves it.
It's what I do.
It's what he does best.
Also, I want to thank.
That's how he ensures he wins.
Yeah. I can't cheat myself, so it's the only way to be a fair game, unless both sides cheat. I'm like the grandpa from the Pixar short.
Yeah.
Playing chess. But anyway, I want to thank Four Eyes Ales as well for sponsoring us. Delicious beer. Check them out on their Instagram, the number 4, EYESALES. Check them out if you're in the Bay Area of California. Try to go to a festival they're at because you're not going to regret it. Oh, hey, Vanessa. How's it going?
Hey.
Good to have you. Also, Goth Mom on Etsy. She does a lot of patches, pins. We do have some stuff for R4D, which is a transitioning there. R4D is a show that we do on Sundays here at 7:30. It's a tabletop RPG using the Dark World system, which is a system created by John Harrison, who runs this channel. He's been on the show a couple times. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. We're doing a campaign there. There might be a 3rd show coming on sometime. Yes, we also have new merch. I need to get John to send me the link to it, or if you have a Dragon Gem, that'd be fantastic. It is stuff, I forgot what website it's from, but it is, it's really cool stuff. So we have, oops, gonna turn down my volume there. Oh, she has it. Okay, so she'll link it to us, and I'll show you what we have. While she does that, I also want to talk about the, USS Balthasar Commission fundraiser calendar. I know it's, anyway, it's a calendar that has a bunch of cosplay pictures in it for different months. But the reason I'm bringing it up, aside from the fact that the charity is absolutely fantastic, we have a little thing in here somewhere. I want to say it's June. You're gonna have to find it. That's not it. This is absolutely fun. Here it is. So in April of 2020, which is, let me show you the picture real quick.
Not to give
Fallout.
too much away. That's my birth month.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna forget about that.
Yeah, we is.
What's your birthday?
This day right here.
You guys will never know. Whoa. But the cool thing about it is on the very bottom, you see it actually specifies the House of Harrison channel. Look at that. Our show's right there.
Whoop, woo!
So, and then also, just for the channel itself, is right there. But anyway, donations go to a good cause. Anyway, look them up. The USS Balthasar, their 2020 calendar, all cosplay stuff. There's some really good stuff in here too. We have the Addams Family, Morticia. I have a couple friends in here. I think I have one friend in here somewhere.
I think that one's great.
What was that?
The previous month.
Oh yeah, we're not going to show it to them.
Yeah.
This person, actually, we almost did an interview with her as we were deciding. We did a preliminary show at a convention where we were interviewing different people, and never went through. But we did interview the girl who does Catwoman.
What were you interviewing her about?
About cosplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
She was dressed up as Chucky, I believe. Yeah, she was there with a girl that did Elvira. Yeah. And then there were some Deadpool people. There was all sorts of people. It was a lot of fun. I missed, by the way, you missed my son. Oh, yeah, I had to work. I'm sorry. She had, so Dragon Gem had a stream with, was it Wizards of the Coast? Whoever does magic. And so she, you want to explain it real quick? And we'll, I'm the worst. I am the absolute worst. I don't know why we have any fans.
I mean, ultimately, it's owned by Hasbro. I mean, it's true.
Oh, Lordy. I don't even know how we have a show. Anyway, Zazzle.
No, I think you're having a stroke. You're just saying words now. Zazzle.
Zazzle. If you look, oh, I can't even. Oh, we should just shut this down.
www.zazzle.com/store/house_of_Harrison/products. What?
Yes. So, as you can see, we have. What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Like in life? Like what do we? That's a heavy question.
That's a heavy question.
I don't know if.
So they have mouse pads. They have T-shirts. Look at that. Look at this. This is really cool. So that's a mouse pad right there. There's also shirts that has the R4D logo, the House of Harrison logo right there. I am actually messing this up. Okay, so we have poker chips with Fortune Favors a Board stuff on it. We have notebooks. We have sunglasses, which is pretty cool. You can see right through it. We have Fortune Favors a Board's playing cards, wallets, cups, just all sorts of stuff here. Hats, flash drives, sweaters. And if I recall correctly, this website, you can also customize what you're doing as well. So like, let's say you pick one of the items, but you want it blue instead of black. You should be able to pick between those. So feel free to go there, shop around. I want to pick up the playing cards. I think that's really cool.
Go ahead and get a shirt with my face on it.
It's not up yet. Probably won't be. I'm going to block that.
Okay. That's fair. Dragon Gem just, this is her... I'm catching what you got.
Right?
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm less in the know. So Dragon Gem got a sponsored stream, and she's basically provided a preview account for the new expansion of Theros Beyond Death. And what'd she get to do?
Well, she got to play with the new cards, so she was able to kind of get an idea of what's going to come in them. And yeah, I mean, are you familiar with the Magic app or the Magic game that they came out with online?
You know, no.
It's kind of the same idea. So it's still a playing card game,
yes.
A trading card game, much like this game, which we'll be playing in just a little bit. But the big difference is, you know, well, I mean, it's still Magic.
Sure.
It's Magic.
But
and so, like, you can still buy packs online, and you could find opponents all over the world. And so now with this one, she was able to play with the Theros Beyond Death expansion. And yeah, she got to stream the new cards. I mean, as it says right there, I'm literally reading off the prompter.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, that's really cool. Like, if they had something like that for Versus back in the day, I'd be super stoked. So I can only imagine how you're feeling and how it was during the stream. Because this is Twitch, I'm we can still find it online, right? I believe it is on Dragon Gem's page, and you can see the cards that she was able to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She says yes. Also, I want to talk about our Patreon.
Ooh, what's that
we do
about?
have a Patreon. You could donate money to the House of Harrison page, and it's going to go to the R4D show, and it's also going to go to us. Now, we don't have a lot of stuff on there, and I've been saying this for months. So we still need to update it with our information, with stuff for us. We're still kind of talking, trying to figure out what we want to do as far as tiers. But even then, if you want to sponsor, if you want to go on the Patreon, just know that the money is going to be going towards R4D and Fortune Affairs Aboard, and also a new project that will be coming soon, which hopefully I'm not spoiling. I hope I'm just teasing. But
have you been given the go to talk about the third?
No,
thing? Oh.
not at all. So this is.
We could be in some dicey legal work right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is spicy info.
Ooh.
Hot
off the press.
Hot off the press. Have I missed anybody? Goth Mom. Four Eyes. R.I.P. Epic Worlds and Games. Man. You know what? I went to go play games with him twice in December. Jimmy, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I went there, bought some expansions for Cash and Guns. I even bought the new version of Cash and Guns too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's actually, having played it, I like it a little bit more because if the money can't get split up in the first game, that's it. But you can't split it.
Right.
But in this one right here, you're going around in a circle depending on who is left alive, and you're picking one card out. Now the card might have money. Class, I'll tell you in just a moment. So you can pick out money, you can pick out gems, you could pick out paintings. And depending at the end of the game, the paintings are, depending on how big your collection is, you'll get a certain amount of money. Depending on how many gems you have or diamonds you have, you'll get a certain amount of money, and then obviously the money counts as the money. With the two expansions, there's also funny money and what's
Fool's
it called?
Gold?
No, fraudulent paintings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Counterfeits,
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a person called the Godfather in the game, which you could select to be. And the Godfather, at the end of the game, decides if the funny money and the paintings are real or if they're not. Oh. So you might be collecting this stuff, and then the person who's the Godfather at the end decides, nah, they're all fake. And now you just have a bunch of useless money and a bunch of useless paintings. Class, we are playing versus Hellboy. Now, this was a game sent to us by Dragon Gem, which is one of our viewers. She's, as you see, she's commenting a lot. Go watch her stream on her page. It's on her videos on demand. She, again, if you missed it, she did play. She got a preview for the new Magic expansion for Thoroughs Beyond Death. So if you're into Magic or anything like that, highly suggest checking out the page and seeing what cards there are.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do that right after this.
Yeah, how's your Christmas?
Oh man, so good. It was very low key. I could spend time with some family, but not for very long, which arguably is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I spent like 3 days with my family, and it was great.
That's great. There are two different kinds of families.
Yep. Absolutely. I will say I did get lucky with my family because I absolutely love spending time with them. They actually got me, and they're the ones that got me into board games.
Yeah.
And they love playing my dad, my brother, my sister love playing board games, and my mom wishes that we wouldn't spend our money on useless things.
Fun isn't useless, moms.
Right? Although she does love this game called Aggravation. I'm really wanting to get her in one of these days and play Aggravation. She gets really into it, and yeah. It's funny though, because even though the game's called Aggravation, it is not the game that almost split up the family. Oh. That was Ticket to Ride Europe. All right. So, are we ready to learn this game?
I'm ready to learn.
So,
I've never played a versus system game.
are you familiar with regular card games, just like Magic and stuff like that? Have you ever heard of Magic?
I've heard of Magic and or The Gathering.
Okay. So, I don't know where I was going with this. Like
20.
joke.
I know that there's 20 life points. That's it.
Right.
That's the extent of my knowledge.
So, little backstory here. I had planned on playing a different game today.
Oh.
We were going to have a lot more people.
We were.
And it slowly, one by one, everybody got caught up doing something different. And so I was a little unprepared on this game right here. So I apologize. We will be learning the rules with you and making a lot of mistakes. Now, page 1. Oh, God.
That's too much to learn.
There are 45 pages.
I'm pretty sure we got this.
Okay. Actually, it's quite simple. Luckily, this game already provides us with 2 decks. Now, this is based off the Hellboy comics. This came out around the time the movies did. I want to say more specifically the second one, but it has villains from the first one.
The Golden Army?
Yeah, I think it came out around that time, but it's still, yeah.
But it's still, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Main thing is, we are going to start with 50 health.
Oh, 50.
Game came with this little counter right here. Let's see, this is, yeah, so I got this guy. It says 50 on the inside. And it's a little
See,
hard
I
to
have the Hellboy one, but I also, you have the rest.
Oh, yeah, here, let's try.
Yeah, because
I took the BRPD deck.
I got the bad guys.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I like I really do dig the counters.
It's
actually.
arguably bad guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess depends how you see it. Because you probably can't see our health, we're just going to vocalize it.
Yeah.
We are going to do this real quick. Apologies.
Should have done that. Fidgeting with this thing all night.
Okay, setup. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All you need is a deck, pen and paper to keep track of your endurance totals, or this way, and a random way to choose who will start the initiative.
Oh.
Which we will do this. I don't know if you could hear the music. All right. The player who drives the smallest car is I don't have a car, so
That's pretty small.
that's. I think you win this one because you actually have a car.
I feel like I would learn better but if you know how to play, I would like you to go first.
Okay. If a card says put a counter on a card during the game, you can use a coin, a die, or any similar object. We will figure that out. Goth Mom sent us this ring right here.
Oh, thanks,
as
Goth
a
Mom.
little circuit board thing,
It's really cool.
which will be used as a token. Also, see, it's multi-use. God, I don't know why we have sponsors. Before you start, choose a player by rolling die or using another random method. The chosen player decides who will start the initiative. So I guess you chose I start the initiative.
That's right.
After shuffling your deck, which we've been doing, that's why we talked for so long. After shuffling your deck, allow your opponents to cut your deck. After drawing a hand of, and start by drawing a hand of 4 cards.
I see what you did there.
Just put the top one.
Yeah.
All right, so my deck will be over here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll try to copy what you're doing so that everyone sees what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I figured I'd put the cameras like this so you could see our mat. You'll see his mat right there. Oh,
Didn't
God.
realize I had to Vanna White this.
If you don't like your hand, you could mulligan.
I don't know what's a good hand, what's a bad hand.
So, like the red or black, like side-bordered cards, which don't look at the screen.
Okay.
You see these right here. Okay, you can look now. So those are going to be characters.
Okay.
Okay.
Characters are good.
Characters are good, yeah.
I want characters.
On the top.
So it's like Magic. You want things to. Okay.
On the top left, you will see a number. That number is going to tell you if how many resources need to be out in order for you to play them. So since I'm going to go first, I think I skipped my draw 2 since I am playing since this is the first round. Since you and your opponent, okay. To mulligan, we're not going to mulligan. Each player can mulligan once per. Okay. Once you and your opponent have settled on a starting hand, the first turn starts. You and your opponent share each turn. A turn is broken down into 4 phases, and some phases are divided into steps. Those phases and steps are shown on the diagram. I swear this is easier than it sounds.
It sounds like it was about to get easy and then it got hard.
Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards.
Each player draws 2 cards. Okay.
Oh, you are dead, my friend.
So you're going to have a couple different colors.
Oh, yes.
You're going to have, again, don't look.
Okay.
Black and red are characters. Okay, so these guys for me are the characters. Blues and greens are played from the resource. Well, greens are played from the resource row. Blues you can play from your hand or from the resource row. Again, in order, just like anything else, you have to have the right amount of resources in order to play said cards. Gray cards, like this right here, thank you for covering, is an equipment. You could go ahead and attach that to your character, and you could follow the rules. Now, unfortunately, because this is a deck build, or because it's a trading card game, there's going to be a lot of rules on the cards. Not as much as Yu-Gi-Oh, but there are still quite a bit of rules on this. So, in order to just get this moving, I'm going to play this card face down in my resource row. So I have this row right here. Then I'm going to play this card in my front row. And
show the screen what you got.
Yes, so I'm putting Hellboy. You could look.
Oh, okay.
So I'm putting Hellboy.
Oh, look at that guy.
There you go. It's just a baby.
Baby Hellboy.
Little boy. Hellboy gets +1 attack for each other BRPD character you control. Right now,
boy.
He is just a 1/1. Player with the initiative completes the following 3 steps in order first, followed by her opponent. So as I already did, I played my resource steps, so I put something out. I recruited a character. Then, if you want, you could go ahead and rearrange your characters in your front or support rows. Now, this is going to become more important later, starting from like round 2 on. Depending on where you have them, different things can happen. If you have a character in the front row, typically, they're going to be able to attack. If you have somebody in the back row, they can't attack unless they have like the, I don't have any characters that have it, but like it'll look like a bullseye symbol on it. Any characters that are in front of a back character they're protecting the people in the back.
Gotcha, okay.
Unless they have the wings on them, then you could attack directly in the back.
Okay, that makes sense. So they have, in the magic term, flying.
Yes, and I believe that's what that is called. It's called flight.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then I shall put down my resource card.
Okay.
Which will be this one. And if I'm not playing this right, I'm sure someone will shout out at me. And then I'll put down my character, the friggin' frog monster.
The frickin' frog monster.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. Friggin' frog monster gets +1 attack /1 defend while
it's literally called a friggin'...
yeah, that's his actual name. While attacking an exhausted defender.
All right. So now it's a combat step. Starting with the person with the initiative, I make my attacks, and then you can make your attacks.
Okay.
Holy, you can't put that out. That is a 3.
That's a 3. I can't put out a 3.
Okay, yeah, you have to start with the 1. So Hellboy up on the top left right here, which I'll show you real quick. There you go. You see how it has a 1?
Yeah, I see how that. I see that.
So I currently have 1 resource out on the table.
Okay.
So that means I could only put level 1 things out right now.
Ah, I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Do you want to mulligan, or are you okay with what you have?
I probably should.
I'll let you mulligan if you want to keep that guy out too. I mean, that's fine. I'll let you mulligan whatever cards you have in your hand.
Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Cards in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Meanwhile, while he does that, I kind of described the zones already. Now, the red cards will go in your front or back row. You also have black cards like this right here, which don't look like this guy right here. He is concealed. So that means, you know, you're going to have to find a separate area that they're going to be in. They could attack from it, but they cannot be attacked unless there are cards that only allow you to attack a concealed area. So as you can see here, you have, I don't know why I showed it to you, I'm just going to read it to you, and I kind of went over this already. A character is going to have the name, the version of that card, which you cannot have multiple, like in my case, Hellboy's out. I would have to replace my Hellboy. You have your, what team it's from, so in my case it's BRPD. I have so like I said, the name, character version, then I have the ability right here. Again, I read my ability, my Hellboy gets +1 attack for each other BRPD character out. Currently, he's a 1/1. So if I had somebody else out, he'd become a 2/1 or whatever. So he does get stronger with more people he has around him. Then you have your attack and defense. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to attack his character's defense. So, but then we're also going to compare his attack power to my defense power. So it's a possibility that, so whenever I use a character, I'm going to exhaust him. And then if my character gets knocked out, then I flip this over and I will be taking the damage that is whatever my character value is. So if my character is only worth 1, I'll be taking 1 damage. If my attack goes over his defense, then then he'll be taking the excess amount and he'll be flipping his character over. Again, every time you take damage, you will take 1, or in this, you know, however much your character is worth. You could use multiple characters to attack a bigger character. Both of them get exhausted, or however many people you're attacking with get exhausted. The person who is defending gets to choose which one of the characters that they're attacking. So yeah, there's a possibility that they're going to be attacking that, you know, somebody else. How many players can play this game? It's just like Magic the Gathering, so straight up versus. Yes and no. I mean, I played this game while I was living with like 5 people in the same house, and I got all of them into this game. Now the cool thing is, since it's kind of like Magic, you know, you want to collect certain teams, certain groups, certain cards, and so if you got a booster pack that had only 1 card that you needed, and so in my case I collected usually Inhumans and Galactus cards. So as soon as, like, if I got a pack and I had 1 Inhuman card, I'll keep that Inhuman, I'll keep the resources that I want, then I'd give it to the cards that could be useful to my roommates. We would do, like, you know, 4 versus 4, you know, or we would do just like, you know, multiple people. In fact, there is a raid deck that came out that was Galactus, and you would have Galactus versus however many people that are against him. So it was pretty cool, and we'll be doing that later this year. Also, damn, Dave, how many mulligans are you gonna take? I said 1!
I've been trying to get 1 card so that I could play. And then I cheated by finding 1 and put it in my hand.
See, this is what happens the first time you play. Anyway, you were like 9 deep.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
Thanks for calling me out, class.
Any hoozle.
All right, I'm gonna play damn Nazis.
All right, are you putting it in your support row, or are you gonna be putting it in your front row?
I'm gonna be putting it in my front row, much like you.
All right. So, what we're gonna do is my attack phase first.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the damn Nazis. Now, what's the power of damn Nazis?
When damn Nazis come into play, it gets a +1 attack this turn.
Okay, so you're actually a 2/1.
I'm a 2/1.
Right. So I don't want to deal with. God, no matter what happens, I'm gonna get KO'd here. So I think what I'm going to do Yeah, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to attack,
Okay.
and we both get stunned.
Right.
So we flip our card over.
Bam.
Even though you're going to put it like this.
Okay.
Even though your attack is higher than mine, because I'm attacking, I don't have to worry about the breakthrough.
Right.
However, if I let you attack my character, there would be breakthrough.
Right.
Let's say we had another character on the field. That person would be able to hit you directly.
Okay.
Okay, because you have nobody defending right now.
That's true. Yeah.
That's true. So there was no breakthrough on your half. Because our characters were worth 1, we do take 1 damage though.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go. So I think we both currently have 49 health.
That is accurate. Yes.
Okay.
49.
So now we're gonna do the recovery phase. Check to see if somebody has won the game, which not yet.
Nope.
If not, each player may recover 1 of their stunned characters he or she controls, and then KOs all the other stunned characters he or she controls. Each player readies all their characters they control, and the initiative passes to the other player, and a new turn begins. So we're gonna go ahead and revive our character.
Still tapped.
Yes.
Stunned.
Stunned. So, well, no, this is exhausted.
Exhausted.
So they're exhausted now. If they're flipped over, they're stunned.
Damn Nazis.
All right. So now we're going to end the game. Now we're going to end the turn.
We're done.
We're going to go ahead and give you the initiative.
Okay.
We're both going to draw 2 cards. You're going to put your resource out, your character's out. I'm going to do the same, and then it's your turn to start the attack.
All right. Oh, at what point would I ever reveal my resources?
Whenever you want to use them. I actually don't remember what I have here.
Okay. Sure. And what would I do for a blue card?
Well, again, you got to make sure that the number up the top, yeah.
Sure. If I have enough.
And then with the blue card,
resources.
it's called a plot twist.
Yes.
It just kind of affects, you could play it whenever, you could flip it whenever you need to, and then just read the rules on the bottom. So it's not like you have to play it at a certain time unless the card specifies something like that.
All right. So I have 2 resources. I'm going to put out Carl Ruperick Kroninen.
Oh, sorry, what was the character's name?
Rupee.
Okay.
Carl Rupee Kroninen. He's a 3/2, part of the Thule Society. Invasion at the start of the combat phase. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an Army Thule Society character card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put it on the top or bottom of your deck. I'm just realizing now that some of these names are I am not German enough.
Hopefully I don't have that problem. I'm putting out Kate. All right, so she says, so it's Kate Kerrigan. She says, when Kate Kerrigan comes into play, if you recruited her from your hand, which I am, you may return her to your hand. If I do, search your deck for a location card, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. I'm not going to do that second part, but I will be putting Kate out here. She is a 2/3. Okay.
Ah, yes.
All right. So now it's your turn to attack.
All right. So
Now, you can, in fact, attack Hellboy. You could also attack Kate. Now, if you attack Hellboy, because he has 3 damage, and I only have 1 defense, there'll be 2 going through.
Right.
And then I'll take the 1 because I'm flipping the character card over. Now, if I wanted to, I could go ahead, exhaust Kate, and I will give him a reinforcement. Reinforcement means there's no breakthrough damage. But I'll still get stunned, meaning I'll have, 1 health. I mean, I'll still take 1 damage.
even though these characters cost 2.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I'm not, because I mean that's if you're attacking Hellboy.
Right.
Unfortunately, Hellboy cannot cannot exhaust himself to give Kate reinforcement. So let's say, if there is breakthrough, that will happen.
Okay. Well, so what step are we at right now?
So technically, formation step.
Rearrange your characters in your front and support rows. What? Okay. Does that mean?
Yeah. So you can move people around if you wanted to.
So I could just do this?
Sure.
Does that mean anything?
Not right now.
All right. So once we get into combat phase, I will use Carl's ability and see if it is in fact a Thule Society army. Oh, it is. Okay. If it's an Army Thule Society character card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put it on the top and bottom card. Just so you guys know, I'm not cheating like the 5,000 mulligans I took. Yeah, it's gonna say, yeah, just believe me.
Shit, all that for a couple of Nazis. Okay.
Cool. So, top of the, what if I wanted to actually attack your Kate?
Well, if you wanted to do that, she has a defense of 3, which you're matching it.
Yeah.
No breakthrough. So I'm going to get stunned and take 2 HP. However, my attack also matches your defense, so you're stunning yourself as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Is that what you want to do?
That's exactly what I want to do.
So we both take 2.
All right. You're going down, but so am I. So we're both at 47.
Right. So I'm going to play this, I think, maybe, possibly. No, I'm not. Well, yes, I am. I'm going to flip this card over, which is Pancakes. In addition to an additional cost to play Pancakes, discard a card. I'm going to discard my Concussion Grenades. Recover target stun BRPD character. If it's the only visible... Never mind. I can't do that. That's why you read the cards.
That's why you read the cards. Actually, I don't even remember what I put down. Oh, I guess I could have played this. Meh.
Well, now you know.
Now I know for next time. What is this one? Okay.
I feel like I should have put deodorant on today. It was a day off today, so...
Thank goodness you can't smell them through your screens.
All right. So your character is stunned, so you do take 2 damage.
Yep.
Oh, you already did?
Yep, we're both
so
47.
It's stunned. It's flipped over. Nope.
Oh, yes. Okay.
There you go. That one's still exhausted.
It's still exhausted.
Okay, so now we're going to recovery phase. So you could flip. So you could turn them.
Oh, okay. All right. I was skipping a step. But
and we could go and flip this character here.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So now initiative comes to me. We're both going to draw 2 cards.
Oh, 2 cards. Haha.
All right. All right. This is going here. Now you could put anything in your resource row, by the way. You could put characters, you could put different things, but pretty much that just means that all you're doing is just adding resources. Nothing that's particularly useful.
Your trap cards,
right? So,
if you will.
So I'll just let you know what I just did right now, just so you know.
Okay.
I put an equipment into my resource row. Okay. So it's this right here. Unfortunately, I can't play an equipment from my hand. I mean, sorry, I can't play it from my resource row. So now this card is here to build up my resources. Unfortunately, that means I can't. It's a useless card down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So equipments
get played onto characters.
Never from a resource.
Right. So it basically acts as a character, kind of. Okay, now I'm just going to let you know what I'm going to do now. I'm putting a character out in my concealed area, so I'm going to just put this over here. Keywords with some character cards have a character with concealed is a character with either the concealed keyword or the concealed optional keyword. Characters with concealed have black borders. A character with concealed keyword comes in play in your hidden area, regardless of how it comes into play. As a character with concealed optional, it comes into play. You choose whether it comes into your hidden area or your visible area, regardless of how it comes into play. Once in play, you can't move a character to a different area unless the card says you can. Equipment on concealed optional characters can be equipped to a hidden character. Okay, this doesn't help. Okay. So, this character says, when Professor Brutenholm comes into play, you may search your deck for a card named Hellboy, reveal it and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. So, here we go, right there. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to search my deck for a character named Hellboy. Let me see what I have in my hand first. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to reveal him. Reveal him.
Ah, Hellboy, yes.
Put him into my hand. And shuffle my deck. So the first game we play is probably going to take a little bit because we are learning this. Although I'm very happy that we're on turn 3. Typically, this game lasts about 6 to 7 turns because we start getting more and more powerful characters. So that's cool. You can, in fact, put multiple smaller characters out and play at the same time, as long as you have the resources to pay for them. So if you have, let's say we get to like 5, and you have a 2 and a 3 you want to put out, you could do that. Okay.
You can only play plot twists from your resource.
And your hand.
And your hand.
Yeah. And or hand, I guess. Okay.
I don't know why you'd want to do that. Of course, I don't know this game very well.
We are doing it. So, are you just trying to figure out which one you want to put down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and put down this guy. You'll notice that keyword, reservist.
Okay. That means you have a character in your... now again, this is just kind of we're learning, but if I recall correctly, that keyword means you have a character in your support row that you could recruit later, and then you replace it with a card in your hand.
So it wouldn't go in my resource.
No, you could start. You could put it in your resource and leave it there for later.
Because right now I can't.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Afford him.
Yeah.
Right.
This is absolutely thrilling, stuff to watch. I am so sorry for everybody who has to endure this.
What I will be... Okay. So and then if I don't have another one that I can put down.
You don't have a 3? You could put a 2 and a 1. You could put another 1 out. You could put...
I mean, I have...
Just 1, 2.
I have plot twists and locations, but I don't have...
That's fine.
A character to put down.
Okay, and I just want to see something. All red border character cards into visible area, characters concealed, into the concealed area, into your hidden area, characters concealed. It is illegal to propose an attack on a character in the hidden area. Therefore, if you want to attack a character each turn, if you want to attack with a character each turn, even on your opponent's initiative, you should consider putting that character in your hidden area. If your opponent attacks first with all of his or her characters, they will be exhausted. When it comes time for an attack, this leaves your opponent's defenders exposed to considerable breakthrough because there are no ready support row characters left to reinforce. However, for hidden character, okay, so, okay, I just wanted to make sure of this. So hidden characters can still attack non-hidden characters. It's okay, we were playing Red Dead while watching you guys. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are doing something entertaining while you have us on. Okay. So you don't have a character to put out?
I don't have a character to put out.
It is my initiative. Oh, wait a minute. He's a 2/2. All right. When damn Nazis come into play. Okay, so it is no longer a play, so he's a 1/1.
He's a 1/1.
So he is a 2/1. And oh, I should have put this guy on there. Oh well. No. Okay, so Professor Brutenholm, Professor Brutenholm, which I never showed you guys the. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I do like that you have a teleprompter. Yes, it is something we're trying a bunch of new stuff out in 2020.
So new.
It's not. It's better than having. Although we should probably be streaming ourselves on our phones to get the views. But it is kind of nice to be able to just kind of look forward because I'm basically kind of talking to the camera a little bit, just a little off. Actually, we could probably put it.
We could absolutely.
We'll do it next time.
Hey, that's what 2020 is all about. Learning.
We're in the future.
Yeah.
Well, actually, at that moment, we're in the past now, but whatever.
We were in the future. Whoa, that's a trippy sentence.
Right?
Yeah.
Actually, I think we were in the present even when we said we were in the future.
Nah, it feels pastish to me.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. That's past thinking. What is that?
Oh, man, people came from board games, not philosophy. All right.
Philosophy of the board game? You know it exists.
It probably does. Speaking of which, Professor Brutenholm. Professor Brutenholm. We may have a possible logo change in the future. Oh. Boom! 3 damage straight to Carl. I'll call him Carl.
Okay.
So I'm sending 3 attack over to you to your 2 defense, unless you want to reinforce your character.
All right, let me see how I can do that.
You could exhaust the damn Nazis.
What if I were to take this out? My plot twist. Plague of Frogs.
Okay.
Target Thule Society attacker or defender you control gets +1 attack, -1 to... I don't want to do that. This is why you read the cards.
Right?
Oh, now you know what I got. What is this? No, I know what that is. Yeah, there's a
lower my camera a little bit.
You're asking me to sacrifice my Nazis? I'll sacrifice Nazis day and night.
There you go. Kind of. Hold on. All right. This is great. This is great TV right here. This is fantastic. All right. So, yes, I'm actually not attacking the Nazis. I'm actually attacking Carl.
Yeah, but you said I could reinforce them.
Oh, yes.
So I would exhaust them.
Right. Okay. So what's happening now is instead of taking breakthrough damage, he is getting stunned. You do have 3 attack, but I do have 5 defense. So I'm just getting exhausted. There you go. This is my hidden area, guys. So, flip your character. And you take 2 damage.
All right. With pleasure. Because that's the kind of guy I am.
Then I'm going to have Hellboy attack. So because he has Hellboy gets +1 attack for each other BRPD character I control. I control these 2 right here, so that's 2 attack. So that's 3 attack in total with 1 defense. So I'm sending 3 attack to your 1 defense. That's 2 breakthrough plus you're flipping your character for 1.
So I take another 3.
Yep.
All right. I am currently at 42.
Okay. Okay. That's all I could do. So Now we're going to the recovery step. So you only get to pick one of those two to keep out. The other one goes into your discard pile.
All right. Well, I want definitely my 2, and my discard pile will go there. And yeah.
See? Okay. So now it's going to be your initiative.
Okay.
And we draw 2 cards, set up our resource, and we'll go from there. Oops. Oops, that's my hidden character. All right, so I'm going to put this down here. If you have any copies of your cards, you could discard it when you're making an attack or defense, and it gets +1/+1. So +1 attack, +1 defense. Just FYI. I am going to upgrade my Hellboy. So now, whenever Hellboy stuns a character, he puts a +1/+1 counter on Hellboy if he is the only visible character you control, which he is currently not because I have Kate out.
I have the other one.
Well, this is a hidden character.
Oh, that's a hidden character.
Mm-hmm. I could pay 1 resource, return target character I control to the owner's hand. He uses power only once per turn. So if I wanted to, I could bring Kate back into my hand, and he would become the only visible character.
All right. I'm going to put down in my resource.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Bloodthirsty Werewolves. I gotta say, my characters have a lot more fun names.
I mean, my Hellboy, he is
Hellboy.
Anung Un Rama.
Ah.
That's what version he is. I did notice your hype emote. I think it looks really cool. I wish we could enlarge that somehow, can't we? Dragon 414 hype. We cannot. What could we do? Oh, we got more things. Neat. Neat-o.
Look at that. Look at all our power.
What else we got? Okay. Does it work if we do that? Dragon 414 height? Probably not. Whoop-ah. That makes me sad.
Yeah, no.
Are we not subbed? Well, we will have, we'll be talking to John about that one.
Yeah, there's no reason why we wouldn't be subbed.
John, are you watching?
John, you better be watching.
John, you gotta watch. If you're not watching, I mean, our CEO
who's that
is not even watching.
Well, not John. Oh, well, I guess the host.
Okay, let's see. That's us. Okay, okay. Herbal. All right. All right, well, John's not watching. I'm sorry. What are we doing?
Oh, it's my turn. I have initiative.
You do have initiative.
And
then I put my level 4 out. You put your level 4 out. All right. So now I'm going to pay 1 endurance. No, I'm not. That scares me. I actually... Are we still in the formation step?
Sure.
There you go.
Oh, that's tricky biz. That's tricky. I shouldn't have given it to you, but you know what? I'm a good guy.
He also did like 19 mulligans, so...
That's true. The number keeps going up each time. By 10.
Remember that one game you had 29 mulligans?
Cool. So, explain to me again how the backline works.
Now, Kate cannot attack from back here because she doesn't have the symbol on her. The Nazis do, though. So if you have the Nazis in the back row, they can attack, but they could only attack the front row. Somebody could attack Kate if there was nobody, blocking there. However, if your character had flight, then you could attack over Hellboy and straight to Kate. And then also because it's a character connected to him that's on the same team, I could reinforce to keep damage from going through.
Okay, so if I wanted to attack Hellboy,
Yeah.
I would use this and
No.
go right here.
No. Because you want to keep it in your front row.
I want to keep it in my front row. Okay. All right, then. So Bloodthirsty Werewolves, its ability is it gets +1 to attack, +1 defense while you have initiative.
And so you do have initiative. So he is a 9/7 right now.
That's right. And so this, you would be able to block both?
So if I don't use Kate to reinforce,
Sure.
I would take 2 damage plus the 4 from flipping.
Uh-huh.
Okay. My attack is 8, so you would not take the 2 breakthrough because I'm not attacking, but you would take the 4 for being stunned. If I do reinforce, there's going to be no breakthrough, but I still take the 4 from being stunned.
Okay. All right. Yes. So I will attack with the Bloodthirsty Werewolves.
Okay. So I am going to reinforce. I don't take breakthrough, but I do take the 4 from Hellboy. So I'm down to 43 health.
And then if I wanted to,
Yes.
because you can't attack from anything visible.
Right. So you could only attack this person. I still have the professor back here that if I wanted to, I could attack with. But you cannot see this character.
Right.
Right.
As we all can't see it.
But your character, Carl, can attack Kate.
But if I do attack Kate, then if you do wish to attack with your hidden character, that damage just goes right through to my endurance.
No, because there's still this character that is still not stunned.
Okay, yeah. Then I will also attack with Coral.
Coral. All right, so that's 3 matching my 3, but my 2 also matches your 2. So we both get stunned. I take 2, you also take 2. So I am currently down to 41 health.
And I am down to 40. How, though? I didn't do that much damage, did I?
Yeah?
Oh, nice. Good for me.
All right. And it would not be a smart thing for my professor to attack the dogs because he has way more health. I mean, way more defense and also attack than I do. So I cannot do anything. So I'm going to pass my turn. And now you can go ahead and flip your character. Because I have 2 stunned characters, I have to choose one to KO. So I'm going to KO this guy. And I'm going to have Hellboy like that. So I'm also going to flip this, I think. When you flip BRPD headquarters, you may discard a BRPD character card. If you do, search your deck for BRPD character card, reveal it and put into your hand and shuffle your deck. Then I could activate. Target hidden defender you control has reinforcement for this attack. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of another Kate. And I'm going to search my deck for a character, which I might have found one, but I don't know if that's the one I want to go with. Okay. Yeah, whatever. God, I love the smell of fresh cards.
I thought you were going to talk about this song because it just turned on.
God, is that what I really look like? Can we put a card over me?
What kind of...
No, just more like just. There we go.
Ah, it's all about...
All right, now I'm gonna shuffle. All right, going to go ahead and put my draw pile right back there. I'm going to show you what card I took to show you that it's a character card. Whoopam.
Lobster
Johnson. All right. Then we just did the recovery phase. Are you ready for the draw phase?
We already, yeah. No, I did. I already
you already did your? Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you took your draw phase.
No, I was doing the stuff at the end of the recovery phase. I was wondering if I decided to flip the card. All right, I'm gonna put that guy there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Lobster Johnson out. When Lobster Johnson comes into play, you may transfer target equipment you control to him. While equipped, Lobster Johnson gets +2 attack and can attack protected characters. All right. So I'm gonna do that. All right. I am also going to equip Lobster Johnson with dual sidearms. Equip character gets +2 attack and has range.
Ooh. What does range mean?
Well, my character already has range. It means I could attack from the
front or back.
From the back row, yeah. So I have 12 attack, 9 defense.
Wow, that's a lot of attack. Yeah, it makes me rethink my strategy. I'll put down a little resource there, and I will put out.
Did you watch the new Hellboy movie?
Golden Army?
No, the latest one.
Oh, you know what? I did not. I was meant to.
It was atrocious.
Was it?
Yeah. It was not good. It was like I really wanted to enjoy it, but it just was not great. Yeah. Have you two been drinking? We might as well have.
I will put out the freaking frog monster this time. You guys remember this one? Okay, so we're in the formation step?
Yes. So you could rearrange where things are. Now, I must say, the Versus card system, they came out with a new version of it. Because this version was when it was like a tradable, like you would buy blister packs, open them up. Booster packs, yeah. Open them up and hope you get the ones you want. They came out with a new version, which is more of a living card game. And they tweaked some of the rules that I really enjoyed, and I tried playing it. God, I really tried, but I just could not get into it. I much prefer this version of the card game. So if you guys like this enough, whether you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching the stream on our YouTube, which I don't know why you do that to yourself, just let us know if you want more verses, because then I can pull out my Galactus deck, my Inhumans deck, then we can play. Although, I have a ton of extra cards, so we can make extra decks. And then we could create decks that we want and go up against Galactus. So that's something I would like to do eventually. So it is my attack step, I believe. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
No, okay. So, the professor is going to attack Carl.
Oh no, Carl!
So I have 3 attack, you have 2 defense. You would take 1 breakthrough and then 2 for flipping.
So 2 damage total? No, 3 damage total.
3 damage total.
All right, so that'll break me down to 37.
Right. And what was your attack, by the way?
The attack? 3.
Okay, my defense is 5, so I'm fine. Then I'm gonna have Lobster Johnson attack the frickin' frog monster. I have 12 damage, 12 attack. That would be going to your 4 defense. Now you could tap, you could exhaust the
Bloodthirsty werewolves?
Yeah, and you would give reinforcement to your frog monster, so all that would happen is he would get stunned, and you'd only take 3 damage, as opposed to taking 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
But I will be exhausting one of my characters?
The bloodthirsty werewolves, yes.
And so then I'd have to decide between the two come recovery phase time.
No. Well, you'll have to decide between these two.
I will take the... okay, so you're attacking him. I'm going to take the 11?
Yeah, real quick question.
Sure.
Why? Why don't you... Because this person cannot attack.
Oh, he can't...
No, because he doesn't have that symbol right there.
Right. Yes, he cannot attack.
I thought you put him there just so you could reinforce.
That is exactly why I put him there, so I will do that.
Okay. No. There you go. This one will still get stunned, so you do take 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm down to 34 endurance.
Okay. And that's all I could do.
All right. So unless I had a character in my resource thing, there's not too much that I can actually do.
No. Not a character, but a card that will let you do something. Yes, please give us thoughts about the show. How could we... we could only use help.
Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do.
Okay. If that's the case, you have to pick between one of those two to recover.
Coral!
Okay. Now, we're going to do the recovery phase. Then we're going to draw 2 cards and move on to the next step. So now you have initiative. This person could actually be brought up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and
Draw phase.
draw 2 cards. Put this guy down here. Then I'm going to put Roger. Post a monthly calendar with games you plan to be playing, even if it's just social media post that says Monday. Post on the, say, Monday before the show. Okay. I can see that. It does get a little difficult sometimes, especially with people's schedules changing so rapidly. Like today we were like, I had completely planned on playing Ticket to Ride, which I don't really want to play with 2 players. So this was just kind of something that we were kind of forced to do. But I totally see what you're saying. I think if we do that on a monthly basis as opposed to coming up with it
on the fly,
yeah, that'd be much better.
Yeah.
That way it'd give you guys a chance to look into the game. Right, but last minute changes are acceptable. Thank you. I don't know why I'm thinking, but you know,
no,
it's true.
That's a great recommendation. Can I just say, fantastic. I mean that. It's not a joke.
Ooh, I'm going to play this right here.
It's a ballsy step. We'll see if it pays off.
And that is my... That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Kind of wish I had something else going on here. Okay.
All right. So I have 6 resources.
Right.
And if I had a character here, just saying, hypothetically, with the cost of 6.
That has a reservist on it?
Yes.
Then yes, you could flip him out, you could take him out, and you could replace him with a card in your hand.
Gotcha. All right. So he would just go out.
Yep, wherever you want.
Sweet.
Now he can attack from the back row, so...
Because he's a reservist.
No. Because he has that symbol.
Because he's a range character. All right. And then I'll put down that.
So what I would do, my suggestion for you, during the formation step, put the frickin' frog monster back here and put him right here. That way, your strongest character is attacking somebody who's very vulnerable right now. And, well, I mean, you have somebody else out there too. Yeah. Unless you want to do something like this right here, so that, or, no, I think this was right. I'm just trying to think because you want characters next to each other so they could reinforce each other. It is your attack step first, though, so yeah.
Discard an army character card. Power up target Thule Society attacker or defender you control. What I wouldn't do for some damn Nazis.
Actually, that's an army. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
army. That's an army card.
So I would have to discard this one to power up this one. Power up target Thule. What does power up mean specifically?
+1 attack, +1 damage.
Oh,
I'm sorry, +1 attack, +1 defense.
Yeah, that's why I'd want to discard a damn Nazi.
Right.
Because it's worth less. Activate. Okay. So I'm going to activate Hunt Castle.
I thought that was the card.
Hidden characters you control get +1 attack. I don't have any.
You don't have any hidden characters.
But it says activate target Thule Society character you control can attack hidden characters this turn.
Uh-oh.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to attack with the bloodthirsty werewolves to the doctor, the good doctor, the professor.
Okay. So that sucks. That's 3 damage I'm taking here, plus 3 more damage because so that's 6 damage in total. And my attack does not even match your defense, so he just stays exhausted. So is that 6 I said? So I'm down to 35.
Woo!
Okay.
Just to reiterate, I'm at 34.
Okay.
And
Lobster Johnson hit pretty hard there.
He sure did. He sure did. And now I have to keep in mind that you have an attack phase unless I can exhaust more of your characters, but I don't think that I can. Even with my Black Flame, it's going to be tough. And I think you'd... well, I mean, it makes the most sense to attack with it towards your... Roger?
Roger.
Right. Yeah, that makes the most sense. So I'll also do that to get that beast
to Roger
out of there.
All right. So your attack is 12. So I take one breakthrough damage. Plus I take 6. So that's 7 damage in total. But my attack is more than your defense. So you take 6 damage and stun your character.
What if I were to do a plot twist? Could I do that?
What does it say?
Nope. Nope. That's the same as the first one. I thought I had something here. Yeah, crossover Thule, flip only if I control a Thule Society character. Yeah, that's all of them, right? Activate target attacker or defender you control gets +1 defense this attack.
Okay. So it still matches. Because my attack was 13.
Sure. So, does it still kill each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to unflip that just in case for something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Okay. So my turn. I'm going to have Hellboy, which he could attack because he has range. I'm going to have him attack the frickin' frog monsters.
All right, that's an 8 and a 7. That obliterates him.
Right, so that's 4 plus whatever power he is. So 7
3,
damage.
7 damage. All right, we're looking at 27.
Okay, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. So my character has 12 to your 6 plus your. So I'm attacking the werewolves
All right.
with Lobster Johnson, who is equipped. And so, to remind you, while equipped, Lobster Johnson get +2 attack and can attack protected characters. And equipped character with the dual sidearms, equipped character gets +2 attack and has range.
So 12 attack. I have 6 defense, so 6 damage plus 4 for 10.
Yeah.
All right, so I take 10 damage. I'm down to 17 endurance.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and that's all I could do. Actually, whenever. Oh no, he didn't just become KO, so go ahead. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do recovery phase. So you get to pick one of your 2 characters. I get to pick one of my 2 characters. I'm going to put the professor in my KO pile. I'm going to bring Roger back to life. I am unexhausting Hellboy and Lobster Johnson.
All right. And
go
then,
ahead.
oh, sorry. This becomes this, and this becomes this.
Right.
All right.
Oh no, I thought they were both stunned. Were they not stunned?
Was werewolf stunned?
I don't remember. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have to discard everything but 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then these 2 were KO'd, so stunned, so I KO'd the professor. Okay.
All right, draw phase.
Okay. All right. What to do, what to do. So I can put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 resources. God, I wish I could draw more cards. All right. Okay. Okay. So I've got my stuff ready. Ooh. Do you have Rasputin out?
I do not. Yeah, Grigori Rasputin, yes. Sorry. Yes, I put out Grigori Rasputin. That's what he looks like. Look at that artwork.
All right, so you have your biggest card in your deck out. Hi, baby. My fiance is on the stream, or is on the chat. Hello there.
Doyo.
Okay, so the level 7 in this set is the strongest card in the deck. Now, I have decks where I have level 9 cards, and they're usually like, if you get to that point, that card is just meant to wipe out just everything.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My favorite one to have out is Galactus.
I will say that this particular deck actually has an 8.
Oh, it does have an 8.
It does have an 8.
I don't think Hellboy one does, but we could look through that after this game.
Sure.
All right, so you have 17 health. I have 28, but you do have Rasputin out. However, I do have a lot of smaller characters out, and this is where we can start talking about team attacks or team defense. Actually, team defense is more like reinforcement. Whose initiative is it? Is it mine? I believe it's mine.
It's yours.
Okay, so all legal attackers can in fact attack one person. And then Rasputin can decide who he's going to KO or who he's going to stun, I believe. Not I believe, but yeah. That being said, I think I might do that. Hey, it's a 12. All right, so I'm going to have Lobster Johnson with his 12. Oh, and you don't have to worry about breakthrough, by the way. If it's a team attack, you don't deal with breakthrough.
Okay.
And Hellboy, so 12 plus 8, so that's 20 team combined damage, which is going to Rasputin. Now, again, there's no breakthrough unless you could find some way to give yourself 5 more defense. What does your ability do?
The ability for Grigori, whenever Rasputin becomes stunned, you may put a Doomsday counter on a resource named Project Ragnarok, which I don't have.
Okay. Yeah. So if you can't do anything like that, then you're going to stun your character, so you still take the 7 damage. Unless you could do something to prevent it, or...
Yeah, I may be able to do, like, additional 1.
Yeah, I mean, then it doesn't matter because there's no breakthrough going on anyway.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
So then he becomes...
Stunned.
So he becomes stunned.
Yeah. So that's 7 damage you're taking.
Okay, so I'm down to 10.
Right, and you get to pick one of my 2 characters to stun. I will tell you, though, that Thomas Manning, he has a leader ability. Characters adjacent to him cannot be stunned. So Hellboy cannot be stunned. However, that does leave Lobster Johnson out there. So that's pretty much your choice. So I take 5 damage from that. So I'm down to 23. Okay. I cannot do anything else, so I will pass it to you.
Sure. I can't do anything with him because, and so unless I had a secret character, which I don't think that I do, that I can put out. Yeah. Yep, nope, nothing else I can do.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then we unstun our characters. We unexhaust the ones that were not stunned. And we draw 2 cards and start the new phase. So it's your initiative now.
All right. Gotta make some room down. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to. That guy's useless. That is not a useless card. That is also not a useless card. This is a useless card. This has already been used, but I can do stuff with it. Oh man, I forgot to use my ability on that one. Me too. All right. Oops. Let's do this. You're not going to believe that I have 3 of the same resource down. And then I have, yeah. One resource, useless cards.
So current, let me just make sure. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I can put down a character, and if I needed to, and I had the resources, I could put down a hidden one as well, or a resource.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, so long as you have the amount of resources to do so. That's how I was able to put Thomas Manning and my Army, U.S. Army Ranger out.
Oh, okay. So, gotcha. All right, then if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and reveal this guy, Sadhu Hen.
Oh, that's how I knew you had an 8.
Yeah. And he's also a reservist.
Okay.
So I'll put him out there. When Sadhu Hem stuns a character, gain endurance equal to that character's cost.
Whew.
He's a 1919.
Okay, also, you could actually, both of them could be in the back row. They could both attack the back row. This guy, Oh no. Okay.
And I am also going to equip dual sidearms onto Sadhu Hem, so he gets a +2 attack, and he already has range.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense, and I have to put down a card here
To replace it, yeah.
to replace it. But if I put down a character that's not a reservist,
I mean, it'll still count as a resource, but
I won't be able to use him.
Yeah.
Ever. Okay.
well then. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be over.
So it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and attack with Sadhu Hem.
Okay.
Well, let's see how I can get the most health back. And I can only, I guess it would,
Put it this way.
yeah.
I'm just going to let you know, no matter which character you attack, I'm able to give them, I'm able to reinforce my character so I don't take breakthrough damage. Unless you're not worried about breakthrough damage. There's a way I could reinforce most of my characters, if not all. So what I would do, do you want help, or do you want to do it on your own?
Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, you know, I'd like help.
Okay.
Tell me what to do.
Because no matter, let's say you use the big guy to attack, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you use it to attack, say, this one, which would be probably the best choice, because that would be, how much? 19, 20, 21? That would be 20 breakthrough damage plus the 1. But I would reinforce him, and I would only take 1 health. Okay? So you gotta pretty much bait my... Yeah, I don't know how you do that with the cards you have out now. You'd have to figure out which way to kind of make me bait, or to kind of bait me to use my reinforcement.
Sure.
Or you could just attack my strongest character so you could gain more health. So right now, attacking Roger, you may not do breakthrough because I'm going to reinforce, but... Oh.
If I were to attack Lobster Johnson,
Okay.
you'd reinforce for sure, but then you'd have to exhaust him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could attack with the Black Flame
Yeah.
against basically, except for Roger. But
Right.
then Roger would reinforce.
Yeah. You could have the big guy attack this guy, which would force me to use one of these 2 characters to reinforce. But then that would, and I would get stunned. But that would leave all my characters vulnerable because I am not able to reinforce anymore.
Right. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
You're going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use my BRPD. I'm going to use my U.S. Army Ranger to reinforce, so I only take 3 damage. So I'm down to 20. They're also... nothing's going on. You're just exhausting yourself.
Sure. Whenever Sadhu Hem stuns a character, gain the endurance equal to that character's cost.
Yeah, so you gain 3 health.
All right, from 10 to 13, people. From 10 to 13.
Okay. All right, now you could use a Black Flame to attack
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that to attack. So if I were to go after Roger, it would stun him, but it would also stun my character because he has 13 attack.
Right.
So it would be smarter to go after Hellboy. Or one of the already stunned characters.
You cannot attack him because Lobster Johnson's in the way. Lobster Johnson has 12 attack. Has 12 attack.
Okay.
But nothing can be reinforced right now.
So if I were to attack Lobster Johnson, then he would also be stunned.
Right.
But you would still be able to attack with Roger. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes more sense to go after Roger. Even though that will damage me 1. No, this makes sense. Makes more sense to go after Hellboy. Yeah, go after Hellboy. That makes the most sense. Sorry, and thank you for working with me.
5 plus 4, so that's 9 damage right there.
Hey, Dr. Terror.
Hey, Doctor. All right, so I now have 11 health. All right. Really hoping you would attack Roger. Okay, so you can't do anything else?
I can't do anything else.
This would be stupid. Well, this is a stupid idea. It might not be a stupid idea. It might be suicide, but let's try it. Roger is going to attack the Black Flame. So, I have 13 attack.
Okay.
And you have... Hold on. Can this work? Yes, it can. I'm going to spill the beans. Target attacker or defender gets -1 attack and an additional -2 attack if you control exactly one character, which I do not. So that's -1 attack to your that guy. I'm going to play it again, and again. I told you I had 3, so that's -3 attack to your Black Flame. So I do not get stunned.
What if I were to play Plot Twist, Flying Kick, target character gets +3 to attack? Oh, I'm not attacking. Never mind.
Does it say 2 attack or +3 attack?
+3 attack while attacking this turn.
Okay.
And has flight this turn. Oh, I should have read that better.
All right.
And this is a +1 to attack, -1 to defense, so that's not really a gain. Would it?
Oh, I'm sorry, one more time?
+1 to attack, -1 to defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So that would exhaust.
That would stun.
Stun.
So you're losing one. There's 1 breakthrough, and so that's 7 damage in total.
Okay.
And somehow I made it to where you do not stun Roger.
7 damage, so I'm down to... I was at 13. Sorry, 6.
That's right.
I was going down to 3 originally.
So you're at 13, right?
I was at 13, took 7.
Okay.
I'm at 6.
All right. I might pull this through. I might win. Okay. Are you okay? You good?
Yeah.
Oh, you're stunned. Yeah, there you go. All right. Now I have to decide which one of these to get rid of. I might get rid of Hellboy. God, I wish you KO'd the Ragers. Okay. This is still probably the... Wait, you didn't attack Lobster, huh? Did you attack Lobster? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right. Drawing 2 cards. Give me something fucking good. Okay. We were gonna play the Pokemon. Play the Pokemon game on stream, not the drinking game. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Maybe we might do that next week. That'd be fun. So there was a game. Pokemon came out with a board game that you just adventure around and collect Pokemon and defeat the Elite Four.
Oh, I thought he was talking about
The Pokemon drinking game?
no, Pokemon the card game,
Oh.
trading card game,
Maybe that's what you were talking about.
which was popular when we were in 6th grade.
We might actually thought about going to buy 4 starter packs and doing a little tournament, like using just the starter packs of like whatever the current things are.
Yeah.
That is an actual thought I had. So possibly, if you're talking about that, I would much prefer to do the board game.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I actually never got into the Pokemon trading card game craze.
Yeah.
So it would be much like what you're watching right now.
Click on HOH Presents. End up getting 2 nerds, 1 game. Hopefully this won't scar me for life. That would be dope if it scarred you for life. Yes, absolutely.
Is that the name of this episode? 2 nerds, 1 game?
Well, you know.
I'm down.
I think I'm ready for you to finish this. This is not... I've got a robot, an immortal... He's not even immortal. He's just a superhero from the 40s. I've got one single Army Ranger. And then I got a CEO. While you have a demon, you have Rasputin, you have a guy with blue fire coming out of his head, you have a Nazi with 3D glasses on.
That's right. This is my leader, Klaus Werner von Korrupt.
What's his leader thing do?
When attacking a character, attackers adjacent to Klaus Werner have +1 attack for each non-stunned character adjacent to Klaus Werner von Korrupt.
This is about bullshit.
Uh,
All right, class. What do you mean, the card game or the board game of Pokemon?
And then I have enough to also put out another 4. 2 4s. It just got interesting. You know what? It makes more sense to do this because he's now adjacent in that respect, right?
Now remember, am I attacking or are you attacking? I'm attacking.
You're attacking.
Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. All right. You ready?
I mean, with 6 life, yeah, I'm ready. I mean, endurance.
All right. Now, points are not totaled until the end of the combat step, by the way.
Okay.
So even if I get you to 0, you get me to 0, whoever has the most health, once we are completely done with our attack and whatever step, that's, you know.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So Roger is going to attack Klaus.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, so that's 13 attack
right.
to your 7 attack. So that would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 plus the 4 for that.
Could I exhaust this character to support?
No.
No, I can't do that.
You could exhaust this one, or that one.
I'll exhaust this one.
No, that's stunning. There
That's
you go.
stunning. Okay, I'll exhaust the bloodthirsty werewolves.
Okay. So you only take the 4 damage then.
Okay. Which brings me down to 2 endurance.
Well. Okay. I'm going to discard another, and I think I mentioned this earlier. You could discard a card of the same name.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it gives them +1/+1.
Interesting. Interesting to note.
So that's 13. He's a 13-10 right now, and he's attacking this one right here.
He's attacking werewolves?
Yeah.
Hoo-ah. So, he's okay. And so the carryover would already match. Well, I'd have to do this.
Nope, because he's not touching him. He's not adjacent.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Right.
Okay. So he's stunned.
Right. How much damage do you take?
Let's see here. Defense is 6.
Yeah. So that's 7 plus 4. Because I'm attacking for 13.
Right. So do I go into negatives?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. 7 plus 4 is 11. So we're looking at -9.
Okay. I still think you're going to win, but I just wanted to get you into the negatives. All right, and that's my turn.
All right. I suppose the best thing to do is to attack with Grigori Rasputin.
Okay.
For your one character who's not exhausted.
You can't.
I can't.
Because you don't have flight.
Range.
Although you could give him flight.
I could. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. +3 to attack while attacking this turn and has flight this turn.
So 18 damage to my army rangers. Okay. So, yeah, that is... I'm taking 18. That sucks.
So I have to turn him sideways because he's attacking. And then I will attack with Sadhu Hem against... I guess it makes the most sense to exhaust...
I've got -7 health, by the way.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is hit me for 3, and you win.
So I feel like the best choice would be go towards Thomas Manning.
Okay. So what's your attack?
My attack is 21.
My defense is 5. I don't think I'm gonna block that. Okay. So do I want to math that? I'm gonna have to. Your attack is 25?
21.
21.
20. Well, sorry. This was for him.
Just
so,
him, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you won.
Yeah. 21. Yeah, 21 against 5. You're looking at what? 16.
Yeah. So that would be 23.
And then...
So you got me at -23, by the way.
And then I gain 3.
Oh, that's not including the character damage. You've got me at -23.
And I'm at -6.
Okay.
Instead of -9.
Do you want to end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So, check to see if somebody has won the game. If not, each player may... Okay, so yeah, you won the game.
Huzzah!
I honestly thought... I felt bad for doing so much damage to you at the beginning and middle of the game. Where I was like, well, maybe I might pull back. But then, like, I didn't get anything stronger than, like, a 6. Yeah. And then the 6s and 7s that I had... Or the 6s and 5s that I had in my hand were all doubles. So I couldn't really put them out. Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you, I couldn't have done this without you. I tell you what. There were some... I can't... I really still don't fully grasp the whole concept of everything.
Yeah.
But I'm closer, and that's something to be said.
What do you... From what we played, what do you think?
I would be definitely more interested in playing again to fully understanding it.
Yeah.
I like that, number one, we have this cheat sheet right here for me for all the phases, the turn structures. And, yeah, it's not too dissimilar from Magic. There's just different words for the same meaning. And there's a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh aspect, though I never played.
Okay. Because of the
trap
resources?
cards. Yeah, resources. Trap cards.
Yeah, I got seriously into this system when, like, back in, like I said, like the 2000s. I had a freaking blast collecting them. I played specifically Marvel, but you could also go out and buy like the DC stuff. So like my cousin would play Green Lanterns and like Gotham Green Lantern. You could mix teams together. But you know how we were reinforcing each other?
Yeah.
That could only happen if it's the same team. Now these decks, you don't have to worry about it.
Sure.
Because they're all the same team. However, you could play cards with you played multiple teams.
That makes more sense because some of these cards are like, oh, only if you have a
Thule Society.
A Thule Society character, and I'm like, well, that's all I have, so yeah I'm gonna.
So you can absolutely take these decks and build, you know, like take cards from it and mix it in with the. So you could do like a Hellboy Avengers, or like Hellboy Hulk. I think would be a really good combo because Hulk really focuses on being by himself, and there's a lot of cards that say if you only have one visible character, you know. So, yeah.
I think we should have a whole nother show just called Rafa Teaches David How to Play a Game. Because, I mean, I'd watch.
Well, to learn the game, of
to
course.
learn the game, yeah. But what's funny is sometimes you play the game wrong. Well, yeah, sometimes.
I probably played this wrong.
No, I'm sure you got it right.
Hopefully. I mean, it's been like 10 years since I played.
How did I win with negative numbers?
Dude, you got me at negative 26.
20 better than you, I guess.
I want to go through and see if I can find my, like, if I have an 8 in here as well.
You know what helped me are those 26, 29 mulligans.
Yeah, that's,
I have a bunch of plot twists that I never used and locations because I don't think I fully understood.
Okay, so I have a Liz Sherman. She is worth 7. Activate. Each player loses 8 endurance.
Oh, that's really dope art.
Pay 4 endurance points. KO target character with cost 5 or less. Dude, she harms you, but she's really good.
See, this card confuses me because I'm not sure quite what it means.
So what does it say?
Huge annoying tentacles. Whenever a Thule Society character you control with cost 4 or less attacks a character, exhaust that character. Does that mean exhaust my character or exhaust the other character?
Character you control with cost 4 or less attacks a character, exhaust that character. Control. I will have to look into that one.
Yeah. So I refrained from putting cards out that I didn't understand because I didn't want to look stupid on camera.
When Hellboy comes into play, you may return all other characters you control into their owner's hands. If you returned at least one BRPD character, stun target character with cost 6 or less. Whenever Hellboy stuns a character, put Doomsday counter on or remove a counter from target resource named Project Ragnarok. Okay, so I got 2 7s. Oh, I got another 7 here, but it's a Hellboy one.
I have a 4-cost Grigori Rasputin. Pay X, endurance, KO targets.
So yeah, those are my big ones. Do you have the Project Ragnarok card?
I have to.
One of us do.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the plot twist or locations. This is fun, isn't it, guys, to watch? This is absolutely fantastic.
I mean, for the artwork alone, I really like this game.
Oh, absolutely. And the cool thing is they usually grab, like, pictures from the comics. Like, I'm almost certain every one of these is from a comic.
Oh, that makes sense.
I do not have Project Ragnarok.
Project Ragnarok right there.
What does it say?
Ongoing, at the start of the recovery phase, you win the game if there are 4 or more Doomsday counters on Project Ragnarok. Exhaust a Thule Society character you control. KO target stunned BPRD character. If you do, put a Doomsday counter on Project Ragnarok. Use this power only once per turn.
Okay, Rafa Teaches. That's a show. Watch this week as Rafa teaches us about nuclear fusion. Next week's episode, Rafa teaches how zombie apocalypse could actually happen. Dave jumps in from time to time and just says,
"Yeah, I don't know. Could be, Cotton. My name's Rafa."
All right, everybody. This has been Fortune Favors the Board. Dave, do you have anything to say?
Hold your loved ones tight because you never know when they might be gone.
Don't touch me. As long as there's an episode where Rafa teaches me how to Dougie Gucci, I will look into that. I will teach you how to Dougie. Teach you how to Dougie. What if I don't have any loved ones? Then who do I hold? Yourself. Do you love yourself?
Never hurts. Never hurts to love yourself.
I love that comic. A sock puppet.
Lamb chop.
I saw this. There's an artist. You know that lady that says like, "Oh, you got to hold on to it, and if it sparks joy in your heart, then then you put it in the trash." There's this guy, Adam something on. He does a lot of great comics, but like he's like, "Oh, interesting," and then the next panel, he's in the garbage. Oh lordy. Anyway. Real quick, want to thank our sponsors. Thank you so much for Enduring Films for hosting us. Any film needs, check them out. There you go. Thank you so much to Four Eyes Ales, the number 4 EYES Ales, delicious beer. They're from Watsonville, California.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. Lamb chop was adorable in a sort of murdery way. Yeah, what else we got? We got Goth Mom, Dragon Gem. Goth Mom, thank you so much for the stuff you have for us. I don't know if we put out patches and buttons and stuff yet from you, but definitely check them. Check her out on Etsy. Dragon Gem. Please, if you haven't seen her stream yet on the upcoming Magic expansion, check out her stream. It is in her video on demand. I think it's going to be up there for 2 weeks. Is that how it works? But anyway, seriously, check it out if you are at all into Magic to see what's coming up next. But thank you so much for Hairball for playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
House of Harrison.
House of Harrison. Yeah, check out our Patreon. HOH Presents on Patreon. We have a lot of tiers that you could put money into. I don't know how many donors we have at the moment, but we really appreciate it. Check out the tiers. You could decide what happens in the tabletop game that we play on Sundays. I forgot what tier that is, but you could actually work with the DM to decide what happens just to fuck with people.
That's awesome. You get to be part of the outcome.
Oh, Ben, I mean, Doctor, I figured you didn't love yourself, but you know, I know you, kind of like you maybe, but
as a friend.
As a friend, I love you like an acquaintance. Glad to show up for the last 10 minutes of the stream. You were in
I'm glad you did too.
Yeah, best 10 minutes of my day. Oh, okay.
You're legitimately getting red. That's awesome.
I can't think of anybody else. Are we? Did I get a Patreon? Check out our stream on Sundays.
On Sundays.
By the way,
it feels empty.
Patron. By the way, the top tier on Patreon is $200, gets you a tummy rub by Rafa. I should read this in my head before I read it out loud.
Yeah, because that's binding.
That is binding.
That's.
I'll tell you what. If you figure out the amount it would cost to fly on the plane to wherever you are, and maybe like some money for like a hotel. And the flight back, you don't even have to pay anything extra. Just fly send me to where you are.
I feel like that's what the $200 is for, though.
Where am I going to go for $200? Where am I going to fly for $200?
A real rink-a-dink plane, I tell you.
If I pay $300, can the tummy rub be a little lower?
See, you really got to read these in your head before you spit them out. Because the answer is yes.
Portland for $200. Right? Okay. Yeah, when I went, I paid $300. So, okay, is that going to cost my stay? Where am I going to stay? What hotel? Huh?
Well, if they're getting a tummy rub from you, presumably you're going to be staying with them.
Oh my God, my jaw's going to be so sore.
It's a tummy rub. What's
Oh yeah,
what's your jaw
of
gonna
course.
do with it?
Me and Larry got free couches, baby. Tons of people stayed on here. Anyway,
It just, I think it feels a little empty because we don't have to say Jimmy anymore.
it does.
It feels like
it
we're forgetting.
really feels weird not saying it's like, oh, thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, R.I.P. Epic Worlds and Games. Seriously, I asked him if he wanted to be on a stream. He said, yeah. So one of these days he'll jump on.
That'd be really cool.
I think, yeah, I think I know what he wants to play.
What would...
I have every single expansion. Dave will come to our house and rearrange your cheese for $60.
Yeah.
That's the $60 tier. Just rearrange your cheese.
Dude, if you got more than one cheese, I'll do it alphabetically. C.
It's just all in one section. You just rearrange the cheese. It's in the C's.
Yeah. You won't know where your Gouda starts and your Brie ends. You know what I mean?
I mean, what's the other one? My favorite one is
Cheddar?
Munster.
You're talking about mustard?
No, Munster. I think it's called Munster cheese.
Munster cheese, like the Munsters, like the...
No. It's like cheese, but it has like the spice around the edges. It's really good.
Ah.
You boys forgot about the best cheese of them all, pepper jack.
Oh, Pepper Jack loves Fraggle Rock.
I read it out loud, so it's legally binding now that the best cheese is pepper jack.
Monterey Jack's pretty good. Pepper Jack's even better. Oh, Pepper Jack.
I still prefer Munster.
Yeah.
I still don't even know how to pronounce it. Munster? Muster? Nah, I don't know.
I don't know.
What are we doing on the stream anymore? You can pay $10 to have Trevor be your very own creepy stalker for one full week. Munster, you prefer Munster cheese? You monster. That was Doc Terror, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, okay. So, real quick, talking straight to Doc Terror here. I was at a family thing, and I think me and my cousins have decided that after me and Victoria get married, as a pseudo honeymoon, not really counting as the honeymoon, but it's like, you know, we're gonna just take a vacation. We're just gonna take like 8 vacations and call each one of them like part of a honeymoon.
Yeah. Honeymoon
We're gonna take
honeymoon 1.
Yeah. The third honeymoon. But anyway, so we wanna get a bunch of my cousins together and fly out to Portland. So we were actually talking about visiting you possibly beginning of next year. Ooh, it's a 7 nights of Christmas thing, but for a honeymoon. Neat.
Oh, that's 7 nights of honeymoon.
That's what he said.
Yeah, but with my inflection. Honeymoon.
That's a whole long time away. It is, Ben. Okay. Anyway.
I think that wraps it up. Oh, for ASL.
Oh yeah, this is a thing. We've had this here for a while now.
Back it. There it is. Watsonville.
Dragon Gem, what's up? You have a question for us?
I'd love to answer that question. Yeah, this is the Q&A.
I'm 90% sure the question is like, why are you guys still streaming? Is San Jose the closest airport to you guys? It is, I think. Or
Stockton.
Yeah, the Stockton
Stockton
Airport.
Which sometimes has good deals and also has some good stabbings.
I think for a long time, like Stockton was like the worst place to live. At least it was like 10 years ago.
Oh, it's actually between Modesto and Stockton, just back and forth.
Oakland is closer. Stockton or San Francisco, depending is best to fly into, out of. There we go.
Yep.
I will take this guy.
Alrighty.
Anyway, I think it's about time to close up shop. I'll deal with that in a second.
Alrighty.
I don't think there are flights from Boise to Stockton. I'll tell you what. If we could figure something out to go to Boise, I'm 100% sure that John's gonna want to go. So we will make a road trip and to Boise because he's done it before. I don't know what was it. Boise? How far away is that?
How far away is Idaho?
Yeah. That's like a 2-hour drive.
2 hours?
I think it's like an all-day thing.
Yeah. I want to say it's around 19 to 22 hours.
Yes, flight to Portland. We rode to Boise. Drove there before from here. 6-hour drive if you're
Six
if you're Chuck. It's like an 8-hour drive. Okay. So what is it from Portland to Boise? Oh, Moscow, Idaho. What? Not Boise. That's just a few extra hours. Yeah. Well,
I apparently don't know how far away Idaho is.
it's like 2 hours.
I don't think that's accurate. It takes 2 hours to get San Francisco.
San Francisco.
What was the name? It doesn't matter.
Okay. It makes sense. Like, I get in the car.
Yeah.
I usually pass out. And then when I wake up, it's only like a 2-hour drive from there.
Are you driving?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there you go.
Oh my god, I've tried to end this for like the last 10 minutes.
I need this.
Just 7-hour drive from Portland to Boise. Google says Modesto to Boise is 10 hours. That's not bad. It's like an 8-hour, it's like, depending, it's like a 6 to 8-hour drive to LA, depending on traffic.
Oh, yeah, but yeah.
Anyway, okay. I'm actually going to stop it, guys. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Thank you.
Again, check out our Patreon. Check out our Instagram, which is Favors Board. But you guys would have to drive through Shutters, Nevada. Yeah, I'll fly to Portland first. Check out our Instagram, Favors Board. Check out our YouTube, HOH Presents. Check out our I already said Patreon.
Yeah.
Our Facebook.
Mm-hmm. We have a Facebook?
Yeah, we have a Facebook.
I didn't know we had a Facebook. That's great.
That's like the main source of the way that we've been putting stuff out there. It's like the way that we've been kind of collectively putting everything out. Is the Facebook.
That makes sense. I haven't been on Facebook.
So like anytime I post on the Fortune Favors Board, which I should definitely do later.
Yeah.
Check our PH link. PH? What the hell's a PH link? Twitter, MySpace, LinkedIn, ICQ Messenger.
You can still find us on AIM.
Check out our Friendster. You're going way back. Okay, we should just end this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Just send us out. Just please send us out.
What can I say that hasn't already been said?
Everything.
Everything. Thank you. And to all, a good night.
Hairball bingo.
What is that?
Hairball says Pornhub. You can check us out on Pornhub. I've got no follow-up joke.
Yeah.
It was running through my head. I'm just gonna end this. I'm sorry, guys. You guys have a good night. I did this wrong.